I always feel like I need to do a slow dance when my slow.
With that one, yeah. That one of Mona's, man, I sit here and I jam out to that one.
Good morning, everybody. Oh, Joyce, you beat me. I was not awake that early. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody this morning? Oh, Rita. Good morning, Catherine. Yeah. Hello, everybody. I've got my sis Deb with me.
Yeah, yeah, I hear.
Deb is always responsible for doing the greetings,
Oh, yeah.
welcoming everybody in.
Oh, let's go up here to the top. Oh, and Melanie got beat out this week.
She did. Melanie.
We have Rita, and I see Annette and Lisa. And there's Melanie and Andrea. And Miss Dawn and Joyce and Catherine. Oh, my finger's moving pretty fast this morning. Oh, where the heck is the bottom?
I have no idea.
Oh, Streamlabs. Streamlabs is here.
Hi,
hey, Shirley. Good morning. I seen it and then it jumped. Okay, I'm caught up.
Hi, Shirley. Did you say hi to Shirley?
Yes, I did.
I didn't hear you.
She was the last one I said.
Y'all, it's so hot. I don't know what I'm going to say this morning. I was telling Deb, and I told some of y'all in Discord, I ate some Subway yesterday, and I still have not recovered from that Subway. I think I'm just giving up.
I haven't had Subway in forever.
It was horrible. Well, it wasn't really horrible because I ate it, obviously. Oh, but I think it sticks to your gut and it doesn't process.
Once it gets to your belly, yeah.
And I think I still have it in my, I don't know what's going on. What's going on?
I played in Discord with Melanie and Sheila yesterday, and I got quite a bit of that quilt done. I got 2 rows completely sewed together, and then I have 3 or 4 rows by themselves.
See, we were really busy. It was really hot. We went running around. We were doing a lot of running around. The kids were supposed to come over, but they weren't able to make it. And so my husband and I went running around. Hi, Jim. Hi, Joe. My husband and I went running around. And then we had to get something to eat because he has to eat on a cycle. And I'm trying to eat on the same cycle with him because of my new medications. But I didn't want to go in anywhere and eat. And in my little town, most of the food is gross. So we said, well, we haven't eaten in Subway for a while. Let's just go pick up some Subway and bring it home. And oh, I am paying for it. So Subway has been crossed off my list. I'm not going to eat out anymore. I think that's what it is. I'm just not going to eat out. It is, it's better eat an egg sandwich than it is to eat out anymore. Oh,
Now don't look at my hair because I was Phyllis Diller this morning when I got up. That's how hot I was during the night. But I finally got it to at least lay mostly down. Mostly.
it's looking very pretty this morning.
Thank you, Deb, for using sign language. I have a hard time understanding on. Today is one of those days. It shows up that way on my channel because I tried to put it in there and I didn't know if I got it or not.
Good morning, Jess. Jess, I want to say that I watched you and William. I didn't watch your live from last night. I watched yesterday. I was in my sewing room and I was watching you and William for 4+ hours. You kept me company, and I did not play it on double speed. I just had it on in the background. I loved the shirt he made with that panel.
Good morning, Jess.
But I'm so amazed at how much energy you have. I would have been like dead tired after that drive and after being away.
Oh, Andrea, I thought you were talking about on my channel Friday. I've been trying to get the captions on there. I don't know if I've got it or not.
Good morning, Nancy.
I watched them for a little bit last night. They didn't know I was there, of course, because I don't say anything if I'm just going to watch for like 10, 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I went to bed early last night.
I did too, because I wasn't feeling well. It's
I was
really
just plain tired.
and I'm looking at Rita's comment, and she says she's under an extreme heat advisory, which is, I don't know how extreme it is. The last time you were on William, you said it was like 117 outside.
She says it's supposed to hit 125 today.
Oh my gosh.
Humidity is at 25%.
Yeah, Jess, I would have been so tired, and you looked so good and refreshed, and you had so much energy. I have to watch y'all if I get into the sewing room today. If Joe said I saw 120 out west. So it's really, really funny because normally the Southwest, or where Rita lives, the Southeast and the Southwest, the South is a lot warmer than the middle of the country. And we're actually cooler than a lot of you. I've been doing much. I have not been doing much. I'm sure the heat makes me sick, and our heat indices only gets up to like 105, 107. Joyce said same here, Lisa. So y'all, I haven't bought a thing this week. I have not purchased a thing. Been everywhere, looking everywhere, well, I did make a purchase, but it was
Good morning, Nancy.
It was a house purchase. It was not a fabric purchase. Hi, Lori. How are you? I bet Lori's happy that she didn't go to the campgrounds this past week and this week.
Good morning, Lori. When I say hi to her, I always want to say, good morning, Glory.
She won't mind.
No, she knows I'm talking about her.
Yes, yes. So like I said, I have not purchased anything this week. Um, y'all haven't shared much for my FOMO. Now y'all did share those table runners that all y'all are doing. Everybody's doing the table runners. Good morning.
Oh, no, that's Susan Munger that's doing all the table runners. And then she asked me to see mine.
Uh-huh.
So I happened to have a picture of it. So I posted that for her. And she
You're
says,
not,
I ordered it.
I don't generally do a table runner either. Every
I
now and
don't normally either, but I needed to refresh my brain on binding. So I did a quick project last year sometime when I did that.
Melanie, I know you've shared your I Spy quilts. You could always share it. You could always share it on my community tab. You can post pictures on my community tab and
Hi,
share it
Banana Joe.
that's interested. Um, and I'm trying to think. There's not. I have not really done anything in the sewing space this week.
I have.
I I I quilted. I quilted 2 quilts and I bound the quilt. So I guess I did. I was um I did accomplish something. So I have.
I was in Discord with Melanie and Sheila yesterday, and I started putting the blocks together on that quilt that I work on Fridays.
I'm probably gonna mess your name up. Babalota?
Hey, Babalota, how are ya? She's from Leanna's channel.
The Netherlands. Welcome to the Ohana. But yeah,
Finders Sewing Mojo.
good morning, Donna. Yeah, so I did complete 2 quilts. I have those bound. I did based that one quilt I had to unpick. Hi, Christina. How are you?
Hi, Donna.
Oh, that's okay, Christina.
Hi, Christina. She's from across the ocean, too.
Yes. So whenever you get a chance, and post it on my community. Ooh, look, Reva's been a member for 5 months. Thank you so much.
Hi, Denise.
Oh, I'm in the process. Andrew said that she's in the process of making 4 quilts of Valor quilts. She promised 4, but may run out of fabric before they get them done. Where'd the time go? Yeah. Yeah. Is anybody doing Christmas in July? Hi, Sheila.
I haven't heard much about that at all.
I'm waiting for Zaza because I'm going to tell Zaza that I wrote my FOMO jingle.
Good morning,
I wrote my
Sheila.
FOMO. Joy said I will be getting back in my sewing room for the first time today in almost 3 weeks. I hope you're feeling better.
Sheila had a commercial and it was just music, and she thought it was an intro for me showing my quilt progress.
Good morning, Jessica.
Well, Sheila's already seen it.
I am, but at work, not on YouTube.
No Christmas in July. The blocks are not my type. Oh.
Yeah, I have, normally every year people come out with Christmas in July things. And I haven't really seen
Morning,
anything.
Jessica. Yes, I'm behind.
Oh, that's okay. I'm letting you. You can catch up. Take all the
I'm
time.
there again. Oh, after it jumped, I thought I was there. Great neck pillow video, Joe. Yeah.
She did. That was a good. I keep saying I'm gonna make one. I haven't made it yet. Those I need something a little different from quilts, so I may work on one or two. I may not make quilts in August at all. Christina's participating in Tammy's retreat and finished up a 100-day, 120 by 90-inch quilt with binding yesterday. That's a big quilt.
Yeah, it's a huge quilt.
Yes, Mona's tutorial was very good.
Hi, Judy. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Judy. Are you still with me in Georgia, or have you started traveling?
Have you come back up by me?
So, oh, Deb, that reminds me. I keep seeing. Good morning, Katie. I keep seeing the map, the weather map, because of all this heat that's going through, and every time they show your state, I'm looking for the bottom. What do you call it?
I call it the hump.
Yeah, the hump. I keep looking for the hump. It's like, where's the hump?
When you look at the map, the hump's on the right side in the middle. And I'm on the bottom of the hump where the river runs east and west. It's the only place that the Mississippi River runs east and west.
So Judy is still in Georgia. Good. This is just a scrappy quilt behind me, Andrea, that I started. It's my leader and ender quilt. It's a leader and ender quilt. A leader and ender scrap quilt.
Still in Georgia. We'll be traveling towards the end of July. Huh. Yes, on this channel, I reread what Lisa has already read. Yeah. Because I'm always behind.
Because we like the echo. We like the echo.
Well,
and if
she says something and then I back up so I can read it myself.
Because she doesn't believe what I said. She doesn't believe the words coming out of my mouth.
Oh, Giovanna says, Judy, how can you travel with the heat? Well, that's what cars with air conditioning's for.
They said that it is so hot, roads are buckling.
Yes. And they had pictures of them on my local news.
Joyce said, with my Viking, I needed to use neat leaders and enders, but I don't need them on my Juki. I generally do not use leaders and enders. However, if I have a whole bunch of 2.5-inch squares or 2-inch squares or 3-inch squares that I've cut, I purposefully use it in between the other thing I'm working on, so that way I can get it all sewed up, because it's just kind of monotonous sewing to me.
Giovanna says her car's so old it doesn't have air conditioning.
Oh.
Well, mine's a 2008, so it's almost 20 years old.
Well, Giovanna, is your car like from the 1970s with the roll down window? Because I'm thinking that in the 80s, we had air conditioning in our cars. And I'm thinking that's interesting. Yeah, because I
my cars in the 70s had air conditioning too. Uh,
Well, I remember riding in my, and it could be, it just could be when I was growing up in Hawaii, we didn't have air conditioning for the longest time. But I remember,
she says it's more from the 1800s.
do you remember having to crack that little side window in
Yep,
the back
yep,
seat so you could stick out your nose because
yep.
people stunk around you when you needed air?
I open up that wing. It was called a wing. I open up the wing and then I lean forward as I'm driving so it can hit me.
Yeah,
Uh,
yes. Oh, the side vent. That's what it was called. I don't know, but it was just that little triangle window that you had to crack open and hope that the breeze would hit you while you were driving. And oh
yep.
my gosh. And so either you got into a car that smelled like a whole bunch of stale flowers because it was an older woman's car, or back then they all used to smoke in their cars. So you would ride in a car that had a lot of stale cigarette smoke.
Yes, Joyce, it was a wing window. Yes.
Interesting. Jubon says no, it has AC, but it doesn't work, and also the car is having issues. Oh, well, that's a different thing. I was thinking that it was
Yeah, I thought she meant that it didn't come with air conditioning.
right, right.
So she needs to have a trip to go see her mechanic. That
Yeah,
hot mechanic.
no one smokes in my car or my house.
Nope.
I have AC in 30 plus euro truck, but do not use it. My husband does not use an AC when he drives his work truck. He just rolls down the window. She memory unlocked with the window. But yeah, you used
Or
to.
she just saw her mechanic Thursday.
We used to ride in the station wagon, and you always, when you were unlucky, you were the little one, and you have to ride all the way in the back where you're facing the other cars behind
Uh-huh.
you, and
Uh-huh.
you're making faces at people as they.
Yep. Years ago,
Oh,
we had a truck with wing windows. Now, it just jumped.
I'm so old. I need to do
Turned
something.
in. My son was sitting in the middle, and we hit a patch of bees, and they came in that window and stung the crap out of my son. Oh, Andrea's first car was a 62 Ford Fairlane that had the wings and those vents that you opened up. The floor was rusted out with a piece of wood over it, so it had cover and over, so it had over and under.
Um, we used to drive. I used to ride. Well, my dad owned uh, a 65 Ford Mustang, and that was fun. I like Ford. I like Mustangs anyway.
Yeah,
But
I had a
that,
Mustang.
that car used to get hot. I mean, hot in the summertime, and we were all squeezed in the car because it wasn't really spacious. Oh, you're working on fabric greeting cards for a live stream? That's good. Well, it can't be as bad when I lived in Bermuda. You could not bring a car that was less than 6 months old. They had strict requirements. But if you lived on the base, everybody kept purchasing cars. You couldn't ride it out in town because they were old, but everybody would purchase a car from a family that was leaving, and you would just buy their junker. And I remember driving. You had to fix the rust holes because they would get rust on them really quick. But I remember riding down the road. I think it was to the exchange, and it was raining, and I had my windshield wipers going, and all of a sudden my windshield wiper fell into a rust hole. So you just had the little thing going ding 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 against the metal. And there was duct tape involved in that, trying to fix that to keep it up. Oh, yeah, there was a lot of things we used to do. Ooh, somebody had a barracuda. I liked barracudas.
My first car was Dad's old car, and it was a 64 Chevy. And the trunk was all rusted out, so I carried the spare in the back seat. And my mom says, one of these days you're going to be driving down the road on your butt like Fred Flintstone because the whole bottom of that car is going to rust out on you.
What do you remember?
And I started laughing at her because who do you call, Mom, when you need a ride? It's me, and you get in that car all the time.
Well, do you remember the Ford Pintos when everybody was so
Oh, yeah, I
excited?
had one.
Yeah, when everybody was so excited because they got this Ford Pinto, and then we found out it was a death trap after
Yep,
that.
I had one of them too.
Fred Flintstone car. Yeah. So the Ford Pinto, and then there was this other car that, and I don't know how long it lasts, maybe 2 years. I don't remember what it's called, but it looked like a bug going down the street. It was not a VW. It looked like all windows, like a little bubble car riding down the street. And everybody thought it was a big thing. And I mean, it was basically windows. It looked like something from outer space just going. Was it the pay but it yes, I had a Pinto. They were awesome, toughest car ever. Yeah. Is that what it was called? The Pacer? I don't remember, but it looked like a bubble car. It was all windows.
I think it was the Pacer. I think Jim's right.
Yeah, I cannot remember what it was called. Andrew said, yes, I had one. Good morning, Nikki. Oh my gosh, Nikki. That strawberry block that you made, that was so pretty. You got me wanting to make strawberry blocks. And Alicia has Quilty Bird has me wanting to make a fruit quilt.
Good morning, Miss Nikki.
And I'm sorry, my throat is so dry. My allergies are going this morning.
Mine is too. My voice goes way down here, and then it gets really, really high. And sometimes it don't come out at all.
Oh, you made 5 blocks. It's really good. Okay, Giovanna, I have one for you. This week, I made pastina. I made a pastina, and it was so good. It was so good. I was looking for something that I could put a whole bunch of cheese in. So, and I probably pronounced that wrong, and Giovanna will probably correct me, but it was so good. Much better than this. Pastina. It's called pastina, not pasting. Pastina. Um, the small. Oh, thank you. The small pasta. Yes, it was so good. It was just so good. I just made it with some chicken broth and some butter and some parmigiano and drizzled it with a little bit of olive or EVOO. It was so good. It was so good. My husband didn't like it, but um it was so good. With this heat, I have AC, so I can pretty much eat anything with this heat because I have AC. I wouldn't eat it outside, but I ate it inside. It was nice. It was nice. And when you live in the heat, you just eat what you want, you know.
That's right.
You just don't turn on the oven, and it was something that I didn't have to turn my non-existent oven on for. Oh, Shirley, you just got to watch 3 ads? Good for you.
Ah,
Good for you.
that's
You won,
great.
you won the drawing. You do Joyce tries to cook early in the morning. Okay. All right, Deb, you hold the fort for a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay. I don't understand, Andrea, why you can't post because I go on my computer and I use the discord.com and I can still add pictures. So I don't understand that. Sheila, the beauty wave. Yeah, the beauty wave. You use orzo to make the pastina or a different pasta. Oh. Okay, I gotta find where you guys are again. I made hard-boiled eggs this morning to have for lunch and dinner. Oh, are you on a Chromebook or a PC? I'm on a PC, but I have a Chromebook too. But I haven't tried putting pictures on with it.
We switched sides. We switched sides.
Just because you left and then came back.
Because I accidentally kicked myself out. But
Oh, Rita didn't have internet for most of the week, and then she got super sick.
I'm surprised anybody has internet with this. I'm surprised anybody has electricity with this. Heat. It's really. I mean, it's going to be putting a strain.
Hi, Zaza.
Okay, so I don't know, Don. I don't know why YouTube keeps booting you out. Let me see. Where is the YouTube's?
Huh.
Let me see. Where is the YouTube's? So
I don't know because I got YouTube on my phone.
Do you have it on? Because I think I can hear myself talking.
There's no sound on it.
Is it me?
Could be.
Let me make sure my well, no, I'm muted. So Zaza, I made my FOMO song. I made my FOMO song. I don't know. I don't really know what YouTube is doing. I guess I'm so down in the bottom of the pile as far as people. They're like, yeah, we'll just test some programming and stuff while she's live. Let's just test this ad stuff while she's live.
Hey, Michelle the quilter. Oh, she had to go off completely and come back on
Hi,
for
Michelle.
Reagan's.
Oh, Lori said she's on YouTube. Well, so the strangest thing is yesterday, while I was watching, it was in the morning, while I was watching Williams. Now, remember, I have premium, I have YouTube premium. I had ads, and I'm like, I pay not to have ads.
I do
I
too.
So they're doing something, and then Mona said something about what was it that she said on the YouTube screen that they took away the subscriber part and said member?
Yeah, that's what she said, and I haven't seen it.
I haven't investigated yet, but she was saying they took the subscriber part away and had member. So I don't know what they're doing.
Well, on mine, okay, I'm just now looking at it, and it says see the perks, which is because I'm a member,
Mm-hmm.
and the subscriber is over with the bell.
Maybe she was saying something.
They squished it all together on, at least on the phone.
Nikki, the only thing I can think of is they changed an algorithm or something because everything is set the same. I have nothing. I have not changed a thing, and I mean, I even got ads on my premium account watching somebody else, and I think, I'm gonna have to say something about that. Um, hmm.
And yet, I still don't get ads.
Yeah, it's just the funniest thing. I think they're picking on me. I think YouTube is picking on me. I think YouTube is picking on me because the keyword is YouTube is crazy. Is hitting their algorithm, and they're like, I'll show her.
They've been having a creators conference this weekend and are rolling out a bunch of new things. I just hope they are good things for the little guys, not just the big channels.
So it really isn't. I didn't even go to I did not attend any of the YouTube conferences.
I didn't either.
My channel is just so small that I do not benefit from most of the things they want you to do. I really don't know what is going on with the ads. Let me check something. And I can't change anything while the live is on. I can't go in and make any adjustments while the live is on.
Yeah.
And
Rita says that they're trying to get rid of the ones with the fake accounts.
with the it used to be that you could select no ads. You just don't receive a revenue. It used to be you could select no ads, and you can't select that now. And they even took away your option about they will randomly just put in ads in there. And I don't know why.
Dawn says lately every YouTube channel that she visits with the lives has a different format.
Oh, does it?
Joyce says sometimes she's bombarded with commercials and sometimes I don't get any, especially if I'm watching a movie and I don't have paid YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on. I really don't. And I really, really apologize because it's never our intent for you to be. I don't turn that on. I have it at the lowest level possible. The lowest set to the lowest level possible as far as ads go, because I can't click those ads off. It's like when you turn certain things on, you just have no control over it.
Yeah. You're at the mercy of the YouTube people. Rita says it depends on which streaming they are using. There is Restream, StreamYard, Streamlabs, Zoom, and YouTube. Nikki says it's corporate greed.
Could be. Could be.
Oh, Andrea says some channels put her name Andrea after Mama J Enterprises, and on some channels it leaves my name off. But that has been the only thing I've seen so far. Well, they can't leave my name off because it's the beginning.
At least we don't have to get up to change the channel.
That's right. Don't have to get up and change channel. We don't have to be the human remote.
Or the human antenna holder.
Oh, yeah. Go address that, and then you got to flicker with the aluminum foil.
Joyce said, yeah, I changed the placement of my first name, but I just went into my YouTube profile and changed it back. Strange. Everyone had a symbol. So sometimes I think that these other platforms, and Talk Studio Streamlabs does this as well, is they will update a profile, or they will update something in their program. And if you're like me, you don't read the gazillion emails that you receive, or you just kind of scroll through it, And sometimes they're telling us that they made this change, but we've ignored it. So we're not aware until we're on a live.
Yeah. Well, they put out videos of the stuff too, and I start watching them, but then they get so damn boring because I don't understand what the hell they're talking about that I shut it off.
So Friday, this coming Friday is 4th of July. Yeah. Are you all going to be doing anything in the 100 and hell degree weather?
I'll still be doing my live.
Yeah, Reed, I need to read those, but if you ever saw my inbox on all my email accounts, it gets a little overwhelming, and I tend to put off some that I just don't.
I do too, especially lately. I'm not real good at reading my email now.
Yeah, I do keep them, and sometimes I'll read them at night. Like, oh, they're doing this. Oh, I don't. Joyce is going to be grilling around 8.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Dang. Sewing, nothing more. I certainly am not going outside.
Yeah, I am just wondering. And is
Hey Pete, how are you?
Hi Pete.
He's probably going to be working.
So I saw that. Well, Joe, are you still going live on the 4th? Because that would mean Joe would be live. And then Mona is going to start doing a live on Fridays in July. I don't know what it looks like in August. So she'll be at 1:00. And then Deb, I know, is still going to do hers regardless of what day of the week it is. And so hers will be at 3:00 all Eastern time. I don't know how that translates to y'all. Good morning, Candace. I don't know how to translate. But Sheila's going to be visiting her daughter.
Judy's going to a party at the Legion. She's going to be dancing.
Gonna be dancing.
Good morning, Candace.
All right, so we got 3 lives. I will, of course. Oh, and Katie will be live. Katie, aren't you doing like a 12-hour live or something coming up soon? I think I read on one of your messages that you were doing a 12-hour live or something coming up soon. So Joe will be on at 10, and then we have Mona at 1. But I will be off, so I get to watch everybody's live without having to work. I will be able to watch.
Woohoo!
And I will be off on Thursday because I took a day off. Rita, yeah, 12 hours, good grief. Yes, Melanie, I took the third off, so I will have a 4-day weekend.
Oh, Katie says yes on July 16th. It's her second channel birthday celebration. My normal weekly lives are Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
All right, Sheila, happy birthday, happy early birthday. And Giovanna, I don't know who Cichele is. Don't know. Don't know those people. Katie, is today the day that Sean is on with you? What is George going to do on the 4-day weekend, you wonder? Well, hi, Mona. George is,
Good morning, Mona.
I'm probably going to be quilting, excuse me. I'm probably going to be quilting on George. And you can't see him, but George has a name on him now. Can't see him because it's lighter than the Moxie thing. But George is official. He has officially received his name badge.
He has been knighted.
Yeah, yes. So George will be busy. Um, People are saying yes. Mona's bag video was really good. I didn't comment Mona, but I did watch it because I was just watching it.
I was in the premiere. I watched it when it was by itself, and then I watched it again on the premiere.
I wasn't there. I think I was in pain. Now, when did she put it out? I think I was putting my sewing room back in order when it came out. I don't remember. Was this before or after So Yeah had their flamingo toes live? That I only stayed in for a couple minutes. Did not buy anything. But guess what was being sold? Singing in the Rain pattern. Singing in the Rain. Like, Candace says, I'm off 4 days, just going to sew and try to stay cool. I took an extra day off. I am always glad when my birthday week is over. Seems like everything that could go wrong does. Sometimes, Rita. Yes, Joyce. So I guess I would rather watch her on Thursdays. Isn't it Thursdays when she comes on?
Who?
Beverly McCullough.
Uh,
Isn't it Thursday afternoon she
I
comes
thought it
on?
was Mondays.
Is it Mondays? Maybe it is Mondays. I know it was following one of Mona's lives.
I think it's Monday
Okay.
because we would
Good
hurry up
morning,
and get
Mona.
off of our live so we could go watch her.
Yeah, I would rather watch hers because then she has those good deals,
Yeah.
do them
And
as she.
she has really awesome giveaways too.
Joyce says she wasn't on there very long. No, she wasn't. In fact, she wasn't on there when they started, and then she was on there briefly and had to run out. Um, yeah, so I just turned it off. And then what did I watch? I didn't watch anything. I just turned it off. Turned the TV. And
Anna.
everybody's saying happy early birthday to Sheila. Rita said, doctor canceled my appointment, moved it to February. Internet went down, then got super sick. So, nope, glad the week is over and done. Melanie, I don't know. I don't know. Are you doing it right? I don't know. I don't know what the time thing is. I don't know. Bayonet. I'm looking. Yeah, I'll be looking for that picture. I want to see it. Maybe it's something that I can sew. Maybe it's a clothing item that I can sew. Hello, Leanne again. And I feel like I don't really have. I really do not feel like I have much to talk to. I don't have much to share. I am trying a bag pattern. I'm writing, well, it's not really a bag pattern. It's an easy, non-disposable, got to say it right for Giovanna, non-disposable grocery bag type of thing, or if you go to the farmer's market thing. So I am trying an easy pattern on that.
Yeah, on her premiere, they were playing buttons.
Yeah, I don't know about the highest. Melanie is just feeling like she's left out. Maybe nobody wanted you on the highest, Melanie. Katie, this is a leader in Ender quilt that I am working on. It's just 2.5-inch squares that I've had, and I've actually made a whole bunch of them. Sewed them together last week, and that's probably what I'm going to work on this week. It's really easy. It's just a simple. Simple. Very nice. Hold on 1 second, Katie. So it's just really simple, and I'll show it on Deb's Live at 11. That's coming out nice. I like it mixed up.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I like that colors mixed up.
It's funner. So I got these two sewed together, and then I've got 3 or 4 or 5 rows already sewed.
So Gamble is working because I just won, Melanie. And I'm going to start a heist to see what's going on with it. But Gamble's working, and Candace gambled, and she rolled, and she won. And
Well, I joined the heist.
And Melanie's in the heist, so I'm not sure. And look at Donna. She's heisting on Donna. I'm still waiting for bread or puppies to show up in my mail or my front doorstep.
Y'all
Yeah,
are funny.
I don't know what was wrong with it. Joyce said Gamble's not working for her. Well, there's a lot of people that have joined the treasure hunt. So I don't know. Slots is in height. What? Slots is in height.
She's trying to say that she can do slots, but the heist she can't.
See it. I don't know why. I don't know why. And I can't look at it now while we're on the live. But the slots is working and the heist is working, so I don't know. And let me do the shells to make sure the shells Shirley said, when I asked to see that quilt, you sent me a picture with a Paula fabric.
I did. You want to see what I sent her? No, that's funny.
All right. So I'm looking at the shells, and so let me
scooch Lisa out of the way. There you go. That's what I sent her.
let's see.
That's how it was looking when I left the sewing machine and came over here.
And slots is working because I lost. Ooh, Zaza has 16,000 shells. I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. Do not know.
Yeah, I thought that I was being pretty funny with Shirley when I took that picture, because I'm like, I ain't holding it up and I ain't got no place to spread it out. So you're getting what I'm looking at from this angle.
Zaza said, you keep your mitts off my shells. Oh, okay. So does anybody else? I was going through. Oh, I wanted to show you all something. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I have very, 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 very few pictures of me when I was younger. I'm going to hold this up and see if this is when, and it's almost a black and white picture. And hopefully nobody will recognize it that shouldn't be watching me. But I am. Do you all see? That is when I was in high school. Don't ask me who the guy is. Oh my
Probably
goodness.
some guy that's trying to get your answers.
What? That I happened to come across that. I forgot I had that picture.
Mona, she said she was on the right.
But
Shirley says, see? Proof she's mean.
oh, it was a pen. It obviously it was a class. And this guy used to follow me around in high school. I don't remember his name. He was
A quote from what there, Zaza?
That it, and you can't tell, but my hair is down to my knees on that one.
That's probably why he really, really liked you, because back then, all the girls had really long hair.
Yeah, my hair was down. And I think I was at that point. I think it was my senior year.
Oh, Mona says he's in love with the girl. That's how they made that song.
But
Did he has to carry your books?
It was so long ago, and I don't even remember who took the picture. I just happened to. I think it was my best friend in high school that took the picture, and it was actually my junior year in high school. Where were you living then? In Hawaii. I did not leave Hawaii until I was 20 years old. So I was still in Hawaii. I was born and raised in Hawaii and left in my 20s. I think
Shirley sent me a picture the other day. She says, look what I found, Deb.
You go photos too. Well, I happened to find it. I was cleaning, and like I said, I have very, very few photos of me when I was younger. I have no baby photos. No, Joyce, I have not been back to Hawaii.
Okay, here's a picture that she found of me, and it's from 1992.
Hold on. I gotta make you bigger because So Deb hasn't changed much. Oh,
That
but
was
yeah,
a big thing in my family. All of my mom's side of the family, they always flipped everybody off.
so, so yeah, I have
My Uncle Joe started all that crap.
yeah, I have more, and I didn't even look at my wedding album. I've got my wedding album from 34 years ago, 35 years ago. Have my wedding album, and every time I see how young I was, it's like, where did the time go? Where did the
Yeah.
time go? So I just put the wedding album up, and
Nancy says the birds were flying that day. Judy says, I think we're related, Deb. I use that same finger all the time.
Giovanna wants to know how old you were.
In 92? Oh, good God. I gotta figure it.
Joyce, yeah, if I flipped anybody off, I would be in trouble.
I was 34. So see, even the older I get, the stupider I act.
Wait, Sheila said that's the finger of champions. Oh, Giovanna said, you, Lisa, when you got married. How old was I when I got married? I got married at 20.
Shirley says, now it's out on the internet. She's mean.
That finger always needs nail polish.
Jim says he put up a picture of his wife and I from 30 years ago, and she just can't believe we were ever that young. I just can't believe we're this old.
Well, okay, so I was married on a military base by a military chaplain he performed the ceremony, and we were surrounded by people that we loved at the time in the military. That was our family. And I don't know where half of them went. A lot of them, I assume, have passed away. But I just don't know. I don't know. It's like I went to bed one morning and time just disappeared. So, for all you young people that might be watching this in the future, here is my advice. Time goes so quick. Do the things, get the education. Don't put stuff off until you get older, because when you get older, you hurt too much to do it. You're on too much drugs that either can't take the sun, you can't eat the food, you can't travel without a bathroom, or it depends. So just do the things when you're young. Time goes by.
Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning, Sandra. I bought nothing, Mona. I did not buy anything this week. I did not.
No.
Do all the things when you're young. Don't think that if you're going to volunteer while you're young. If you want to write a book, do it while you're young. Don't put it off to retirement, because retirement, and the older you get, the kids are out of the house, whatever. There are different stages in life that you do not anticipate, and nobody tells you that's going to happen. That's going to hinder you from doing certain things.
In retirement, there are not enough hours in the day to do everything you want to get done.
Mm-hmm. Nothing. There's not enough hours in the day. And then once you get to a certain threshold in life, there is less time for you to accomplish those things. I remember once telling the doctor that I worked for that, and this was probably 10 years ago, that I didn't want to spend the money on floors with a 50-year warranty because I had no plan. I wasn't going to be around in 50 years. But that kind of struck me, that time moves quick. So do the things you love the people in your life, and Teresa Lynch, and put money away for your old age to live because Social Security might not be there. Yes, they said Social Security will run out in 5 to 8 years. Thank you. I will never be able to retire now because, I'm never going to be able to retire. I'm going to be working forever. Or I'll be eating crackers, salt and crackers during my retirement.
Mona says, if you have pain, keep moving the best you can, or you are done.
Yes, Nikki, live life. Don't put things off. And there were so many things my husband and I put off when our child was young, and we put it off, saying we'll get to it when we get older.
Yeah. Good morning, Teresa.
But the thing is, a lot of things you don't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things you don't.
Yeah. And once you've already pushed it off, you keep pushing it off.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I will have figured out what I want to be by then. Sheila, you are a jack of all trades.
Mona says that means the Pillsbury Dough Girl will be on the corner working for buttons.
But truly, I wish there were some things in retrospect. I wish there were some things that I had done that I did when I was earlier.
All right, Teresa. She finished a quilt yesterday and got her sojo back. Well, I'm working on this one, so I might get this one done today.
Well, I'm going to work probably on this, what's behind me on the live, because it's just easier, to watch chat and engage with everybody with smaller projects. Anyway, we're going to be wrapping it up here shortly because, as you know, Saturdays now, we just kind of do a short morning live. We don't stay on for hours and hours and hours.
Plus, we're on again at 11 Eastern.
On Deb's channel.
Yeah, we're on my channel today.
Tag a friend that does not know Deb and bring them over to Deb's channel.
Oh, Judy's going to be putting another one on the long arm today.
Melanie say it's Sunday. It's Sunday at Lisa. Did I say something wrong?
You said Saturday.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the weekend. It's all the same.
I still understood what you meant.
One, I'm recovering from the work week, and the other day I'm dreading the work week coming up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Melanie. Melanie's keeping me on my toes today.
Sure is.
I
was looking for Melanie on Friday. I couldn't see her nowhere. And then I saw her in one of the lives later in the afternoon. But I was looking for her in the morning. Couldn't find her nowhere. She says, Deb, you can always text me. Oh my God. I wasn't looking that hard.
Sorry, I had to take one of my drugs.
Alrighty.
All right. So anything anybody has to say, anything you want us to discuss on Deb's Live so we can go and have the answers ready for it. If you would like to post a picture on Deb's Motors or my community page on YouTube, you are more than welcome to. Maybe we'll share it. Yeah. Whatever. Go over there. Yes, I'm drugging myself. But we will see you at 11 for all those who can come back.
And that's 10 o'clock Central, Shirley.
Yes. We do this for you. We do this for you.
Well, she said, see you at 11. It's 10 o'clock our time.
But we'll see you soon. So we will see you again at 11 o'clock. Bring your sewing, your project.
Cross stitch, crocheting, knitting, whatever you're doing.
Right, if you're on the long arm, turn us on so we can be some company for you. And we will see you next week or on the Sunday show. We'll see you next week. And we'll see you back at 11.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.